So the second and third questions on the test were combined in this case. In the second question, we're told that there's a salmon that's thinking about jumping. And the salmon accelerates from rest in still water at a depth of 4 meters to reach a velocity with components. The x component of the velocity is 1.12 meters per second, and the y component of the velocity is 8.52 meters per second when it jumps from the water to pass a waterfall. Beside each variable, we're asked to circle if it's known or unknown for the motion of the salmon until the point of leaving the water. So that means from the point anytime before the point where it leaves the water. We're also told here that this is from rest, so there's a few key words in this sentence. So we're asked to identify what's known and unknown. Do we know how long it takes to go from rest to this final speed? No, that's not something that's given to us. Whoops. Unknown. Do we know how far this salmon has moved in the x direction? Well, depth. Depth is a comment about the y direction, how deep a pond is, how far down it goes. So depth is the change in vertical displacement, 4.00 meters. So depth is known, but we don't know anything about the x component. Do we know anything about the horizontal acceleration or the vertical acceleration? We're told that it's accelerating from rest, we're told the final velocity, but it's swimming through the water since we're interested in the motion of the salmon up until the point of leaving the water. This is not a projectile motion question. And so both of these are unknown. We know that it reaches a final velocity from rest, which means it was accelerating. We know that it was accelerating in both components, but we don't know what the acceleration is of either yet without doing a calculation. And we're asked if we know the horizontal component of the velocity at the top of the water, Vfx. Well, yes, that is the final velocity.